All right, what's up, guys? This is BoxingWave. This is gonna be a short video because I'm really not too sure who's gonna win this one. I've been watching a little bit this week on everything that's been leading up to this fight. All right. I saw when they were in the gym together and Billy Joe was talking crazy about his mom and everything. I saw the headlines of the. I didn't watch it yet, but I saw the headlines of the press conference or the videos on YouTube with Billy Joe. I mean, Billy Joe always talks crazy, so I'm sure he was talking a lot in the press conference. And I just finished watching a weigh-in with the son kicking Willie Monroe Jr. in the nuts or punching him in the nuts and kicking him. Hey, I thought. Oh, I swear, I mean, Billy Joel doesn't really do too much to make you like him. I mean, I was a fan, because I thought he was a good fighter, but he hasn't really looked that impressive lately, and with all the Golovkin stuff, that kind of turned me off. When at first he was like, oh, he didn't want to take the fight because money and stuff like that, and then he turned right around and uh, started calling Golovkin out. I didn't like any of that. For the amount of talking that he does, I really don't like a lot of things he say. It seems like anytime they put a mic to his face, he has something bad to say about someone. And I'm not saying that this is a fight game. You don't have to make friends. I hate like the fact that a lot of these fighters are trying to be all buddy buddy and everything. But this guy is just disrespectful every time he talks. And he kind of turned me off. So let me get into the fight. Um, it's really hard to call. It's like a mirror match. They're both southpaw. They're really quick, both of them. You know, uh, and they're both extremely patient. Okay. Uh, there are going to be periods in this fight where they're going to be standing in front of each other for 10, 15 seconds without throwing a punch. Both of them are going to be looking at each other, daring the other fighter to throw a punch. Okay, Willie, he likes to circle the ring a lot more. It's a lot more movement when it comes to him. Very similar to Laura. Okay, a lot of similarities there. And Billy Joe Saunders, he's patient as well, but he's more. He throws more feints. He's more into feinting. He'll feint, and he'll reset himself or he'll throw something. Either way, both of these guys are very, very patient. With all the talk that's going on, when they get in the ring, it's gonna be a snooze fest. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have only one option to watch this or Golovkin and Canelo, go with Golovkin and Canelo. If you had one option, because this fight is gonna be a snoozer. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is. It's gonna be periods where there's no action. You know, both are good counterpunchers. All right. Um, so with all that being said, it's hard to tough. It's hard to call because I feel that Willie Monroe can beat Billy Joe Saunders. I think he has the skill set to beat him. I think he's a little bit better as a counterpuncher. Okay, I think the traps he set are a little better. Okay, um, I think he's a little bit better defensively too. I think he has better reflexes as well. Okay, the way he slips, he seems to see the punches coming a lot better than Billy Joe Saunders. Okay, I think Saunders is a lot easier to hit compared to Willie Monroe Jr. Plus, Billy Joe Saunders has the reputation of fading in the later rounds. Okay, he faded against Chris Eubank Jr., a fight that I thought he won. Okay, but I think he barely won. Okay, he faded against Andy Lee even before the second half. He just slowed down. I felt that after the two knockdowns, the fight was extremely competitive, and I think the fight could have still gone either way. You know, that night because neither one of them were really doing anything. It was just like both of them were just standing in the center of the ring, not throwing any punches. But I think Andy Lee later in the rounds he started connecting more with the jab and everything. So I thought that fight could have gone either way. And then Saunders' last performance was not good at all. I don't remember the guy he fought, but he looked terrible. He looked a little out of shape. And, he just didn't look good at all. Didn't look impressive at all right? And some say that his opponent got robbed that fight. A lot of people believe that the other guy won clearly. All right? Um, so with all that being said, I think Willie Monroe actually has the tools to beat him. The thing is, Saunders actually looks like he's in good shape here. Okay? He looks prepared. He looks like he's been preparing for this fight. Um, but Willie Monroe Jr., is he going to bring the fight to Billy Joe Saunders? He needs to. I know he likes to back himself into the corners, into the ropes, and set traps and everything, and that's cool. But at some point, especially in the second half, he needs to turn it up a little bit. He has to. Because you're going to fight the champion, and you're fighting him in his hometown, you're fighting him in his backyard or whatever. You need to go out there and make it look like you want to win that belt. You have to earn that championship. You can't go there and just think that you're going to win based on these pot shots and everything. It's not going to work that way. Okay, it's not going to work. I don't think either one of these guys are going to knock each other down, or I doubt that this is going to be a knockout or anything like that. But I think whoever wins is probably going to be a majority decision, regardless who wins. Okay. I think Willie could beat him though. Like I said, I just don't know if he will. I think he definitely has the tools to beat him. Especially if his counters are connecting early. Make Billy Joe a little bit more hesitant to lead. I will say, I think Willie is more likely to lead, if anything. But when he's leading, he's usually leading with a jab or just a jab to the body. He still wants to counter. You know, um, it's going to be a chess match between two patient fighters. All right. And I don't know who's going to win this one. I really don't know. I personally want Willie to win. I just don't like. I haven't liked anything about Billy Joe Saunders in the last few years, to be honest with you. All right, he kind of lost me as a fan with the disrespect and everything, and that's personal. But as a judge, if I'm looking at it as a judge, I really don't know who's gonna win this one. It's just too many similarities between the two. One might hit barely a little harder. One might be a little bit quicker. One may have better conditioning barely, but everything is barely. I think Willie does need to step it up. Um, but I'm not sure, man. I'm really not sure how this fight is going to go. And I'm gonna stick to that. I'm not even gonna pick a winner in this fight. I think either one of these fighters can either win, and I don't know. I don't know if Willie. I would like to pick Willie. I would like to say Willie, but I don't know if he's gonna bring the fight to Billy Joe Saunders. I really wish he would, but I don't know if he's gonna do it. And if he doesn't, I think that's gonna make him possibly lose this fight. Just my opinion, all right? Um. Anyway, I think the winner of this fight should fight the winner of Triple G and Canelo. You know, most likely the winner will fight one of those two. I think both Willie and Saunders have a good chance of beating Canelo. Okay, from stylistic standpoint, they have a better chance of beating Canelo. Canelo is a boxer. Canelo is a counterpuncher himself, and he's a better choice for the two of them. I think both would do bad against Triple G. We already see Monroe lose to Triple G. Okay. Um, I don't know. I mean, listen, if you wanna go check both of them out yourselves, I would suggest you watch the Andy Lee fight, being that Andy Lee is a southpaw as well. And Willie Monroe just fought John Thompson in his last fight, and Thompson is a southpaw as well. But to be honest with you, it's really hard to tell. It's really hard to call. It's really hard to call. But the winner, hopefully, I'm sure they're both probably hoping that Canelo wins, because Canelo would be the easier fight for them. Not saying that Canelo would lose to them. I'm just saying that would be a better stylistic matchup for both fighters. All right, but I hope Willie wins. I hope Willie wins. I just don't know if he's gonna pull it off. All right, let me know what you guys think. I'm out.